Welcome to How We Make It. Today we're going to go over the production process known as dye sublimated printing. Dye sublimated products include table throws, tent canopies, Eurofits, sale signs, and a variety of other fabric displays and fabric banners. Dye sublimation printing is also referred to as dye sub. And there are two different versions of dye sub printing. There's one-step and two-step. So let's go take a look. The one-step dye sub process is also known as direct-to-fabric. The one-step dye sub process uses only one printer to fully print everything. So everything is done on one single printer. There's no need for other equipment. So the process begins at the direct-to-fabric printer where the artwork is printed on its product-specific fabric. First, the fabric is printed on using ink. Then when it hits the heat drum, the ink turns into a gas, allowing it to be embedded into the fibers of the fabric. Once the graphic is printed, it is cut from the material roll and moved to finishing. The finishing style for most direct-to-fabric products is serged edges. A serger cuts the edge of the material before it sews the fabric together using an overlock stitch. Two-step dye sub, on the other hand, involves additional machines and steps. So on two-step dye sub, the process begins at the dye sub printer where the artwork is printed on a special dye sub paper or can be printed on a roll of product-specific fabric. The paper or fabric roll is removed from the dye sub printer and transferred to a heat press. On the heat press, the ink on the fabric roll is heated up, turning it to a gas, allowing it to become part of the fabric fibers. On the other hand, the paper roll is mashed up with the correct fabric, and as the paper is heated, the ink transfers to the white fabric's fibers, creating the graphic. After the fabric has been pressed, it is either individually cut off the roll or moved to the Zun cutter. During printing, the printer puts on dots that the Zun cutter reads to precisely cut any shape, including circles and curves. After the graphic has been precisely cut, it is taken to its product-specific finishing area. In the finishing area, the product can be finished in a variety of ways, including serged, or pinned and sewn, and even grommets can be added to it. After the product is finished, it is taken to inspection, where it is installed on its product-specific hardware to check for fitting, quality, and craftsmanship. After it's been fitted to its specific hardware, the graphic is then folded and packaged for shipping. That is how dye sublimated products are printed. I'll see you next time for another How We Make It.